family.
I'm gonna get up in the morning, I believe I'll dust my broom. I'm gonna get up in the morning, I believe I'll dust my broom. Got to quit the best girl I'm loving, now my friends can get in my room. I'm gonna write a letter, telephone every town I know. I'm gonna write a letter, telephone every town I know. If I can't find her in Chicago, she's down in Texas, I know.
Hello YouTube friends, this is the third video that I'm going to do today, and it's to show you the KME serrated diamond. And all it does is you take off, you unscrew your base. You can see that this is threaded. You thread that on, tighten up your nut, slide it in here, and you know me, I'm going to put my little plastic foot on. Don't want it to come past here, so I'll slide it right there. Now this is a SOG assisted knife with the serrated edge. I'm going to actually sharpen this by hand. I'm going to do that off camera. I just wanted to show you this tool since I haven't seen anything online that actually shows it. I've already found the right angle for the serrations, and on the SOG here it's 25, 24 degrees, it's 21 degrees. And what you want to do, like you would any knife blade, go ahead and mark that serration. Then, just very carefully, bring that down just a touch. There we go. Now I'm not putting any pressure on this. I'm just holding it in place. Sharpening until the black is gone, and then you got that fine edge, so you want to find that where that is on the sharpening tool, excuse me. When the black is gone, go on to your next serration. Just gently sharpening with the diamond. And when that's Sharpie's gone, just go on to your next serration. Very gently. And here's a real little one up here. So being very careful. last one here at the very edge. Simple demonstration of the serration tool from KME Sharpeners. Again, just screws on there. Put it back in the holder and tighten it down. WD-40. Again, I am going to sharpen the very front of this, but I'm going to actually do it by hand, and I'm going to do that off camera because I still enjoy hand sharpening a great deal, and I can get just as good as edge. It takes a little bit more time, a little bit more practice. Check to see if there's any burr left on the back. It's just a hint of a burr. So the way I'm going to get that burr off, break it loose, is I'm going to get the Strop-Man strop. I'm going to lay it flat. And that burr is gone. And now we've got razor sharp serrations, far more sharper than this blade is. This blade is dull. Paper cut test. Now this is his daily use knife he's using down at the factory. And their serrated edge does exactly what it's supposed to. It rips. Wow. Wow. That is really bad. That is really bad. Oh well. You see what a nice job that tool does on your serrations. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching my channel. Comments are welcome. Any questions, I'll try and answer them. Alrighty, bye-bye. Okay guys, I thought we would finish up this short video. I just asked an interesting question by a viewer and a subscriber, and he asked what my theory was on sharpening. And I can't say that I have a theory, but I do have a process. First of all, this is the SOG that I hand sharpened. If you remember, it wouldn't cut paper worth beans. Now it's razor sharp. And I don't have hair. But what little I do have, it just pops it right off. Shaving sharp. When I started sharpening knives years ago, and I mean years ago, I started with this India combination oil stone, and it has obviously the coarse side and it has a fine side. I still love the stone. It does a great job. When I was out in California and we had our houseboat, I would sharpen my fillet knives with this tool right here. See, it's got the name on it, EdgeMaker Pro. It's got a coarse diamonds here, and it's got the fine diamonds here, and then all you would do is just simply draw your knife through. I mean, and for what it is, it did a decent job. When I started to get interested in sharpening, the very first product that I bought was from Razor's Edge, and maybe you've seen these or haven't seen these, but it's a tool, a clamping tool, and this clamps onto your knife blade, and then you would draw it across your stone and be a fixed edge. Here's the problem. I don't know if you can see that, but if you see where it's all, the material's all ground off, right there, right here. As you sharpen this on the stones, this metal grinds away, thus changing the angle. So I only did a few knives at that, and when I ground off all this metal, I stopped using this. I'll tell you what I do use for them, and I use these products today. They have two of my favorite stones. I don't know. They're manufactured just for Razor Edge, and then they only have two stones in their sharpening system. One is this coarse stone, and it's a dry stone. You don't add water, you don't add oil, nothing. And then when you work your knife with this stone here, and you get your burr, then you go to their superfine stone. And this stone is just, I recommend everybody get this stone. It's just, it's simply amazing. And it is so smooth, and it'll put a polished edge on it. So for hand sharpening, 95 or more % of the time, I use the Razor Edge coarse, the Razor Edge, I just call it their super fine or ultra fine. And then I finish up with, in terms of stones, Spyderco ultra fine ceramic. And all you sharpening guys that know this stone is absolutely, it's the best. Everybody that sharpens knives needs to have the Spyderco ultra fine. This is just, puts that finest edge on your knife. It polishes it, gives you that ultimate razor edge. And then my final step in sharpening is the Stropman strop. This one I have the coarse, which is black compound on one side, and I have the fine, which is actually, this is the white, but the fine is green, but that's how I labeled this one. So I have black and then white. And then this is the final strop from KnifeWorks strop. Jay Davis has a great video on this strop. It's already preloaded with compound. It's chapped leather. It's really, really soft, and it feels different than any other strop you use. To clean it, just use mineral oil or olive oil, but it's just a totally different feel to it. It puts that final polish, removes any kind of little burrs you might have, and just puts that razor edge on there. And I've got a third strop I use sometimes. This is a homemade one. Same leather that I put on my KME shell box. This is the same leather. Loaded up with green on this side, black on this side. What other stones? So we've got the Razor's Edge Ultrafine, the Razor Edge Coarse, the India Combination Oil Stone, the Spyderco Ultrafine. Now this is a hard Arkansas stone. I use oil on it. I mean, this stone puts a great edge on it. I mean, I use this stone in conjunction with this setup here. This is the Smith's Trihone. And this particular model comes with the coarse diamond. As you can see, I need to clean it. I've been using it. It comes with the fine diamond, clearly marked, and then it comes with the Arkansas stone, and this is a medium Arkansas stone. It's just a little, not quite as fine as this stone. So I will take a knife, especially if it needs to be reprofiled, and use the coarse diamond all the way through the Arkansas stone, come over to this stone, and then finish up with the Spyderco. One of the things about sharpening is it takes practice. Practice makes perfect, and actually that's not correct. The Japanese have a term. It's called, the way they say it, it's right practice makes perfect. So in other words, practice correctly and it makes perfect. But you will find that sharpening knives takes hours and hours and hours of practice to finally get an edge on there that will cut the way you want it to cut. It just takes time to put that edge on there. But I'm not saying I'm an expert at all. I'm not a novice. I think anybody out there that sharpens knives, for the most part, is going to tell you that they're a novice, and it's something that they continue to learn. And speaking of learning, there's 2 books, if you're serious about this, that you need to purchase. First one is Sharpening Made Easy by Steve Boderoff, and it's a really detailed book. What is sharpening, basic sharpening equipment, how to sharpen a knife, special cases and advanced techniques. Beyond knives, there's razors, apple cores, other sharpening equipment like ceramic rods, using sharpening machines, like paper wheels. It's got great pictures, great little details in here. Multi-bevel summary for a pocket knife. There's the Lansky. Here's the Edge Pro. There's the Spyderco ceramic. Here's die shop diamonds. Geometry of a knife blade. Here he is shaving hair. Book number 2. I mean, you all know this one. John Juranovic, The Razor Edge Book of Sharpening. This is considered the sharpening Bible. It's a quick read. You can sit down 2 evenings and finish this book. but it's just packed full of information. Go to the what everybody needs to know about edges, the questions most asked about sharpening, what knife should I buy, stainless, what kind of hones, what kind of oil, what angle, how can I tell if the edge is sharp, what about serrated edges. Here, Chapter 2, Fundamental and Advanced Sharpening Techniques, the Theory of Sharpening, the Single Bevel Blade, Part 2, Sharpening the Sportsman's Tools to a Razor Edge. And again, this has got great graphics, pictures too. Here's this tool, right here. There's the tool. Whole chapter on that. Sharpening the folding knife. Handling a hone. Now, here's a picture here. This guy is the Razor Edge, by the way. That's his company. He runs it with his family. But as in this picture here, I don't know if you can see it, but he's demonstrating the use of this tool right here. And this guy has really studied the art of sharpening. And of course on the picture he has the world record for sharpening, for shaving a beard with an axe. Something I wouldn't try, but talks about sharpening shears, sharpening chainsaw blades. Excellent book. If you want to learn how to sharpen, you need some knowledge. Now then there's just all kinds of little things that you can go out and purchase. Each serves a purpose. Arno, made in France. It's a little sharpening tool. It's 2 different carbides. One's a coarse and one's a fine. And all you do is you just draw your knife down here on one end, then draw it down here on the other. Anyways, it does an okay job. I had to try it out. There's all kinds of pocket stones out there. I mean, I've purchased these to work with the KME. This is a Easy Lap Diamond product. This is their fine ceramic on one side and their ultra fine diamond on the other side. It's a great stone. I didn't use it today, but it's a stone I use all the time. You guys are probably going to shoot me because this is the Spyderco. They're 2-sided ceramic, and I cut this down with a diamond wheel so that I could use it on my KME. And so it's got a medium ceramic on one side, and it's got the fine ceramic. This isn't the ultra fine, just the fine. Other products you can buy, carry with you, put you in your backpack. This is the DMT, and this is just the for sharpening serrated edges. It's the same thing as what I made another video of today, but you just hold it by hand. Great tool to have. Really, really aggressive. If you're not careful with this tool, you will over sharpen or dull your serrated edge. Another great tool to have in your backpack. Another DMT product. It's got fine and super fine on there, and these are just diamonds. Does a great job. So theory, I don't have a theory, but I encourage you to practice. I encourage you to search YouTube channels on the internet and look for people that are sharpening on a constant basis. There's 2 people I can think of out there right off the top of my head. Jay Davis 882 and Smoke Eater 908, I believe. They both have a lot of sharpening videos. Jay Davis is considered, I think, by most YouTubers to be probably one of the best hand sharpeners out there. He'll put a razor edge on anything. But he will tell you that this Spyderco Ultrafine Stone in either this Knives Plus strop or the Stropman strop are the ways to go and the ways to finish up your... What's my recommendation? Well, for a machine, the KME sharpener. For the price and for the amount of stones that you can get, you cannot beat that deal. And it will put a razor edge on your knife every single time. For hand sharpening, I love the Smiths. It's a great unit. And any of these stones right here, I recommend them all. But if I could only have two, it would be these two razor edge sharpening stones. Well, it'd have to be three. It'd be these two here and this Spyderco Ultrafine. So, stay sharp, my friends. Go out there, practice, study videos online, and have fun. What I find about sharpening, and the reason I enjoy it so much and I do it so often, is it's therapeutic. It's just something that you can get lost in. And that edge is done with by hand with the products I've shown you. You just take a little time, a little practice, and you can put edges like this on there. No problem. Alrighty, friends. Thanks for watching this video. Please leave comments and please subscribe. And if you're out there sharpening, I will look for your videos too. Alrighty. Bye-bye.